Good Monday morning, everyone. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot. Thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. This is your weekly tarot horoscope forecast for the sign of air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So thank you so very much for turning up and tuning in. Please like, subscribe, share, comment, and hit the notification bell button. Every little bit helps this channel grow. Thank you so much. So the first sign we are going with right now is Libra. So if you are a Libra, this is your weekly horoscope from today, the 7th, until the 13th, 14th, something like that. So let's see what we have. We have the Knight of Pentacles. So you may be involved in a money-making situation that is not yet ready to be presented or get off the ground, but please know your dreams are coming true. There'll be a few decisions that you have to make and a few things that you'll have to juggle. And when it comes to the juggling, I want to say this, okay? You may be the type of person that stops whatever it is that you're doing to help other people out in their time of need. And sometimes there are people who ask for help, ask for help, ask for help, and you as a giver are constantly helping, but it could be to your detriment. Because if a person has no desire to help themselves, and if all they're looking for is someone to help them, and you're juggling trying to help you and them, pretty soon you're going to have to decide which one is more important. Your success or getting them out of another shit show that they haven't even tried to get themselves out of because they know that you'd come to the rescue. So there's a little bit of a decision here. Are you in a place right now to where you can juggle your responsibilities and the responsibilities of someone else? Are you in a place right now to where you can stop everything that you're doing to help someone else with the possibility of sacrificing your movement forward or what you're trying to do to succeed in your life? So there has to be a time of stepping back and observing what is going on. And there seems to be a little anticipation about what's next. And trust me when I tell you that when it comes to you, when this anticipation of what's next, when it shows itself to you, it's going to be very seeable. I mean, you won't miss it. It'll be right there, staring you right in the face. But in the meantime, you have to make decisions on what's more important to you. And it's admirable to help others, right? It's admirable to want to stop what you're doing and help other people. But if you're juggling what you have to do and what they desire you to do, and they are not trying to help themselves, they are living their life footloose and fancy free, while you're over here trying to create a business, trying to make decisions, trying to juggle your life and their life and everybody else's life in anticipation of your success, right? So there's going to be a time to where you're going to have to choose what's more important. And there may be this sense of letting someone down. And there's this anticipation of, well, do I, it's like observing what others are doing, and then there's this making a decision. And whatever that decision is going to come up and be very, very presentable, if that makes sense. You're going to see it, right? Observe it, see it right there in front of you, observe it, make the decision. And I think this has been this decision-making process, right? How do I take care of me and take care of them and take care of them and take care of them? How do I juggle all of that and try to be, try to work on my own thing to be successful while they're out there living their life? I'm taking care of all their crap. And so I have to make the decision. And there's this feeling of in the air. It kind of seems like from maybe people surrounding that you're surrounded by. It's an anticipation of what will they do? What will they do? Will they observe what's going on and take action, right? Put back those responsibilities on the people who need to take care of their own shit and start working on your path and your success? Or will you continue to, try to juggle yours, theirs, and everybody else's? And when that answer comes, it'll be there. What do I want to say? The answer will be right there in your face, right? That you won't miss it. You won't miss it. And I think this has a lot to do with your well-being as well. Burning candles at both ends, trying to help yourself, trying to help everybody else. Sometimes that has a tendency to burn us out. And then we kind of slow down and we're still taking care of other people, and we're not taking as good of care of ourselves and what we desire to do in our lives, right? So we want to be successful in this money-making process. We want to, move forward in a time of abundance and prosperity. We want to do that. We want to have a good life. We want, we worked hard for what we're creating, and we want to be able to put that out there into the world and be successful. But are you doing it? Okay, stop. We're getting there. So are you willing to sacrifice that and your well-being to take care of everybody else, right? So take a step back and really observe what's going on. And I think, as I said before, there are people around you, or even spirit, sitting in a time of anticipation, waiting for this moment to come to where you go, okay, I can no longer juggle my life and their life and their life and their life. Someone has to take accountability and responsibility for their own future, for their own actions, right? So you're also being asked to be at peace with where you are and the decisions that you make. And from this will be a time of you finding a new perspective. You going through this time of transformation, you understanding that if you are not happy and healthy and on your right path and making the right decisions for yourself, that you won't be in the mindset to help anyone else, right? So it kind of feels like it all has to come to a standstill, and you kind of have to observe it from the outside and say, this is what I have to do for my own well-being. This is what I have to do to find my own peace. This is what I have to do to find who I am. And that's dropping the responsibilities that I've allowed other people to project on me. And then start living my life on my terms, following my path, and being as successful as I desire to be, without burning candles at both ends and juggling other people's responsibilities and other people's lives as well. So my lovely Libra, this is for you. Thank you so very much for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And until next time, you are loved. Take care of you. Bye. Hello, Gemini. This is Mary Elizabeth with Sacred Love Tarot, and this is your weekly horoscope forecast. So you have a lot going on. Cards were flying everywhere. So let's see what we have here. We have the Three of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Strength card, the Judgment card, And the Strength. The King of Wands, the Judgment card, and the Strength card. Did I say Strength twice? That's weird. All right. So I'm just going to read this not in any order. So I kind of feel like there is a time coming for you where you have to really release and let go of things from your past. It's a time of transition, a time of transformation. And when a time of transition and transformation happens, there are things in our lives that we have to let go of, right? And those things that we have to let go of, it hurts. It's devastating. It's painful. So we are being asked to, as we go through this time of transition and transformation, as we go through this time of releasing and letting go of the past, as we go through this time of acknowledging how the strength that we have acquired from what we have gone through in the past and letting all that go, we come then into a time of creativity, strength, power, abundance, looking toward the future. We see that universal connection with source and spirit. We become like we become adaptable to different types of situations, and we don't hold on to that past residual energy. We don't wear it like a second skin. It is no longer our story. So as we go forward into our future, we come from a place of growth. We come from a place of strength. We come from a place of divine connection. And we come from a place of love and compassion and abundance and prosperity and love. It doesn't have to be a committed sexual relationship. It could be this beautiful relationship with yourself. It could be a time of happiness and abundance for you and your family, as you're stepping out of a time of holding too much on to what was and stepping into a time of right here, right now. And all of that takes strength, because letting go of something that we've carried on for so long leaves an empty spot within us. It leaves us, I think, clinging for that. What's next? What's next? What's next? Well, what's next is love and happiness and compassion. And it's either with someone or with self, right? For self. So this is a transformation for you, Gemini. This is a time of strength and growth and fire and looking toward the future. This is a time of releasing what no longer serves you. And even though you will lose people by letting go, it still puts you in a place of happiness and joy, because perhaps those people that you're letting go, or those things that you're letting go, have kept you down and doubtful and uncertain. So this is a great start to a wonderful path. The Three of Swords is also a timekeeper. 3 days, 3 months, 3 weeks. And it can also mean a physical death in the family. And if that does mean a physical death, or if you're still suffering from that physical death, having the strength to release and let that go and come through a time of love and that connection with source and spirit, and standing strong in who you are and being versatile in this situation, like what do you call those lizards that kind of adapt? A chameleon, I think that's called. And allow yourself to be loved and come from a place of love when connecting to others. So your what are those cards called again? I love them and I don't know what they're called. I just got them. So the Urban Crow, we have growth. So as I said, from this transformation, from this transition, there will be growth. You're being asked to spend time in nature. What? they're dandelions. And create a routine, right? And perhaps that routine, um, now this is funny. Okay. Perhaps this routine, okay, you'll know why I'm laughing here in a minute. So this transformation and transition helps you grow, right? And also by spending time in nature, if you're starting to feel stagnant and if you're starting to feel uncertain again and back into that mindset of insecurities or uncertainties, spend time with nature and find some dandelions and make your wish. And step into a routine perhaps. As you are letting go, perhaps doing some meditation work, starting that routine, perhaps doing some visualization work, some mirror work, perhaps constantly telling yourself the decisions that I have made are the right decisions. I am on a journey of growth. I am on a journey of emotional abundance and prosperity. I am on a journey of strength. I am on a journey of being of strengthening my connection to source. I am on a journey of loving myself and allowing others to love me. And why this is so funny, the teamwork card, is this. The property that I live on, we have a crap load of crows. And the crows are always chasing off the hawk that I have in my trees in another part of the property that I live on, that I rent on. So it's funny because the crows are always gathering together. I call them little bullies. They're always gathering together to chase away the hawk or to chase away the little birds for whatever reason. They don't really need a reason. They're bullies, right? So when it comes to teamwork in this, it looks like these crows are just being bullies and trying to push out the hawk who they don't want. But they haven't taken into consideration if the hawk was there before them. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to teamwork, don't work in a group that is hostile and angry or upset all the time, you know, a group that is very competitive, because sometimes this to me reminds me of like the five of wands, very competitive, very, you know, very ego driven. So when it comes to teamwork, if that has to do with your routine and your growth, or even spending time out in nature, this could be, you know, you picking up football or something, or a sport that has to, you know, do in nature, or running or something like that. Whatever the case may be, don't turn it into something that is seriously competitive, right? So we are trying to transition into a time of connection to source and spirit. And if you're coming from a place of ego, and if the people around you are coming from a place of ego, it is very easy for us to jump on that ego bandwagon, as opposed to being compassionate, right? Or showing empathy or loving one another. It's very easy to jump on that when the fire is fueled and people are feeling grr. It's very easy to kind of want to stick it to somebody, but not like that though. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there has to be this time of love and compassion. Um, don't chase off the hawk just because it's something to do and just because everyone else is doing it, right? Create your own path. Walk your own path. Enjoy your own journey. Don't get into this harsh environment because it's what everyone else is doing. Because this is truly what it seems like. It seems like you're on a path of growth and you have this routine going and you're spending time out in nature, and then somebody goes, hey, let's go do this. And because it seems fun at the time, it doesn't mean that in the process that someone is being hurt or manipulated by it, right? Okay, so there's this lightening your load. You don't have to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. You don't have to carry the weight of the past on your shoulders either. It's time to release and let go and allow yourself to be free from the burdens that bind you. Allow yourself to be free from the childhood conditioning or the relationships from the past that had you bound or carrying around all of these burdens, right? The truth will set you free. Freeing yourself from the past will set you free into a time of peace, passion, abundance, prosperity, transformation, prosperity, as I said, prosperity, transformation. Don't allow the load that you are carrying to keep you in a mentality of victimhood, right? You have the ability right now to grow into a time of strength, into a time of emotional prosperity and abundance and resilience. You have an opportunity here to adapt to situations that you are about to step in. And these situations will allow you freedom and prosperity. So step into that, grow into that, love into that, transition into that, find peace in that. Thank you so very much, Gemini, for allowing me to do this reading for you today. And until next time, take care of you. Good afternoon, Aquarius, or good morning. It's not even 10 a.m. yet. I don't know where I am. This is your weekly horoscope tarot forecast. Let's see what's going on for you. So we have the Page of Pentacles, new ideas coming in, perhaps new ideas presented to you by Source. So this is an emotional, abundant, prosperous time for you. We have growth here. We have connection to Source here. We have connection to Spirit here. We're looking toward the future. And then we have feeling lack of. And then we have the two. So we're juggling a few things. So I feel that even though we are settling in emotionally, that we may find ourselves lacking financially. And this may be kind of a juggle and a struggle for you, right? Because we want it all. We want to be financially independent. We want to be financially secure. We want to be financially abundant. We want to be emotionally secure and abundant. And we want to move toward in the future with, you know, prosperity and abundance, emotional well-being, feeling loved and appreciated. And sometimes when we're trying to juggle, one takes priority over the other. And so even though you have these great ideas of stepping into a time of abundance, financially wise, it doesn't seem to be working out in your favor at the moment. So there's a little bit of imbalance here. So let's see what the Urban Tarot has. So we have distraction. Look, don't let anyone distract you from your goals. Don't let anyone distract you from what you are doing. You can have it all if you want to have it all. And what it seems like here is someone is trying to distract you. Someone is making you look the wrong way. Someone is trying to distract you from something that's important to you. Direction. Yeah. And displacement. So what it feels like here is that someone is trying to distract you. Someone has you looking one way when you should be looking another direction, right? And because you're looking in the opposite direction, there's this trying to keep you preoccupied over here, right? So you don't see what's going on over here. So it kind of feels like that there is this maybe some sort of what's the word? Competition going on, maybe for the same job. Maybe there is someone in the family who doesn't want you to see what kind of money is coming in. And even though there may be a lot of it, that's not what they're showing you, right? You're feeling the lack side of the abundance. So they're distracting you and displacing you. Hey, look over here. Look how broke, we are. When in reality, there's money coming in. And here you are thinking that you're broke, trying to juggle all of this, trying to make things work out, trying to make things work. But if you're the only one trying to make it work and the other person is trying to distract you from the reality of the situation, you have to take a step back here. You also received spirit guides. So you're being asked to call upon your guides. And the card family came up too. So this makes me kind of wonder if this is something going on as far as family dynamics, right? As if, you're trying to juggle all of this together and you're trying to create, make these ideas into a reality, and someone is telling you that no, it's not going to work like that. But while you're being distracted on the whole juggling thing, they are making it work. They are doing what needs to be done. And here you are thinking that there's lack, but in reality, there is abundance and prosperity, and perhaps they don't want you to be a part of that. And then there's a time for peace. So call upon your spirit guides and allow them to guide you and show you the way, right? Because what is happening here is unfair to you. And if it's coming from an outside party, it's unfair to you and your family. Don't allow anyone to distract you from the direction in which to go into, which you're being guided by your guides. Don't let anyone displace you. Don't let them distract you over here and keep you somewhere where you don't need to be, as opposed to following direction of source and spirit for what's right for your family, and a place where you can find emotional and financial abundance and prosperity. And yes, you will be able to do it all and find peace in that growth. Don't be distracted by the words of other people. Don't allow your mind or your eyes or your attention to be displaced somewhere else, especially by people who are trying to deceive you or distract you or keep you in a mindset of lack of, or keep you in a physical place of lack of. Don't allow that to happen. Be vigilant, be focused, connect with your spirit, ask for advice, take a step back if you have to. But there is someone in your immediate vicinity that's trying to distract you from creating abundance in your life, and they're trying to keep you displaced. Yeah, keep them over there so they don't see what we're doing over here. Be cautious. Take care of you and know that you are loved and guided. Thank you so much.